I'm Kristi Widmar, and I am here with my husband Daniel Widmar from Rasmussen Diamonds. Antwerp is known as the diamond capital of the world for lots of reasons, and this was our first experience in buying diamonds there. It was really fun. So we'd like to share a little bit of that with you. Antwerp is known as the diamond capital of the world because about 500 years ago-ish, many of the rough diamonds ended up going there for cutting. And they became so well known for quality of cutting in Antwerp that even the King of France at the time started ordering his diamonds from Antwerp rather than buying them from Paris. So I think that speaks pretty highly of Antwerp. At this point, there are basically, the diamond district in Antwerp was like 1 square mile. It seemed so compact, right?
It wasn't rather large, but it was huge.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It seemed, like how can all of this stuff be put in here? They had diamond cutting factories. Now, I think that when we were talking, they said about 2012, where a good portion of the diamonds are still being cut now, like in India, but like 85% of diamonds are still
they're being traded through
Antwerp.
Yeah.
So that's where, if you want to buy diamonds and you want to have your selection, that is where to go.
Well, that ties right in because it says here, why did we go and who went to Belgium? We went, and we really went for the selection. When we order a 1 or a 2 or even a 3-carat diamond normally, if we call our vendors and they send us 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds, that's great. We get to pick it, and we pick the best one, of course, and we send the other ones back. But when we were there, we had 3 or 4 vendors of 10 diamonds each. So we really had the opportunity to look at a lot of diamonds.
Yeah.
And we called ahead and said we were very picky, so all of them were good diamonds. It was really rather nice.
Yeah, we contacted them ahead of time, and we said cut grade is super important to us. We want diamonds of this quality. These are the sizes right now that we're looking at to purchase for our store, and they had it prepared for us. But the interesting thing is, even the first place we went, the guy's like, "Oh yeah, you guys are from Rasmussen's. We've got a basket for you." He pulls out this basket. Probably 25 diamonds. These are the VSG colors of 70 pointers. And then he pulls in another basket. These ones are about 90 pointers, and they're this quality. And oh my gosh, okay, this is great. This is great. Get in a candy store. So we did go with my parents, Bill and Kathy Sestachek.
We felt we needed a little tutelage.
Yeah.
Somebody to take us under their wing, kind of show us the ropes and stuff. It's been a while since the store has gone, but it was really a great experience having them, especially Bill with his keen eye on the diamond stuff, to kind of show us in the right direction so we can feel confident going again next year or following years and making quality, smart purchases for you.
That's right. Yeah, my dad has always been, my entire life I've always known that he's really been strict. And although I know I've been looking at diamonds all my life and I know what to look for, this was our first experience doing it with this much of an inventory to look at one time. And I really felt that I was excited to have my dad's eye to help us out. But it became pretty evident, once you started looking at there was some dogs in there, That's not even a nice way to say it.
I was nervous because I've been blessed to be here the whole time and really have only seen good diamonds and wasn't sure if I'd be able to recognize it, but Bill would hand one over like, oh.
Nope, not that one.
Oh.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, but it really was kind of cool because then we would get down to the nitty gritty. Then we would be like, okay, well, this 70 pointer is really nice, but what does it compare to that one? And then we would really have some fun because we wouldn't have that opportunity here. We just, when we order diamonds, and we do have really fantastic vendors that we work with, and we've been working with many of them for a long time, and they know what to expect from us. At this point, it's not even worth them sending anything to us that isn't of the quality that they know we want because they know we're going to send it back. So it's a waste of time on both ends. But to have that opportunity to look at that many choices and really have some fun with it, and know that we were bringing back something super special for everybody, that was really quite an experience.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot. There were some questions that a couple people had about why we did it,
Yeah. So any interesting or funny experiences on the trip? Throw your mom under the bus. Of course, we had jet lag and stuff, and she's sitting in the Diamond office. And she's not one of the buyers, so she's sitting there.
Oh, I love my mom. We're like, Mom, what do you think of this one? It was a long flight. That is one thing for sure. But we were on the same block as what was reputed to be the best chocolate shop in Belgium.
Oh, yes.
And that was amazing. We actually went there for a brunch, and we had the best cup of hot chocolate I've ever had. I couldn't believe it, like all the things that they brought with it, and the different types of chocolates were fantastic. That was pretty fun. So Belgium is known for their chocolates and their lace and their beer. We did have a couple of really fantastic beers while we were there.
Yeah.
And some good chocolate. And waffles. Of course, we had Belgian waffles. They were really good. But yeah, so there were some fun times, without a doubt.
So, good question that we've heard is, what is the advantage of shopping for diamonds in Antwerp?
Yeah. So, we buy our diamonds most of the time when we're in need of filling in our inventory. We have a couple different people that we would call up and say, we're looking for these particular diamonds, sizes, qualities, and we've established good relationships. That's always an important thing for us, is establishing good relationships with the people that we purchase from. And they know already what quality we're looking for. They know that we're very picky. So, they're not going to bother sending us things that aren't going to be of the quality that we're looking for, but they're going to send us a few and for us to choose from. The advantage of going to Antwerp was the selection that we had. Pretty much the majority of all diamonds that are being filtered through the entire world are in Antwerp at one point. And so to go into those offices and to see the vast amount of inventory that they have, and to be able to pick the best out of all of those. When our diamond suppliers are sending them to us, they know that we're picky, but they're not necessarily giving the type of choices. There may have been 2 or 3 that were even better than the ones that we had. Not to say that the ones that we have are not, but it was really fantastic for them to have this many choices to go from. Or, I really love this one, but I really love this one, and I really love this one. Maybe we should just get all of them because they're all within the quality that we want. And we just don't have those opportunities when we buy in our traditional ways. When we're going there, I think people sometimes ask us what that process is like. And, one of the first things always when I'm buying a diamond is initially you have to just look at it. Before you get into any of the nitty gritty and the alphabet soup of looking at clarities and colors and grades and all of that, I will take the diamond out, and in fact, I will just simply open up the paper and look at it. And that initial reaction should really be a good indicator of whether or not that diamond is what you want.
If it doesn't look good initially, it doesn't matter whether it looks good or
100%.
not under a loop.
Exactly. So, we obviously go through the rest of what we need to do in terms of clarity and grading and color grading and cut grading. But I tell people that all the time. It is important to know what you're buying, but don't get hung up in that alphabet soup. Really, if you look at it and it speaks to you and it's a beautiful diamond, that's a first indicator of the fact that it is a good diamond. So, of course, we use our loops and our tweezers. We brought our master comparison diamonds, which are diamonds that were graded by the Gemological Institute of America for color, so that we could compare colors. Many of them were graded ahead of time before we were able to look at them, but we, of course, always do that even if we get the diamonds in. But the whole process is really fun. I also like to look at it in different lighting. That's another thing, because we went there and it was like all white. Everything was white. The tables.
Tables are white. The walls are white. The lights are gazillion lumen bright.
It looks like you're in
Floor
like a
is white.
sterilized environment. And, you know, then they give you the really nice lighting, but I always try to take it, you know, bring it by the window or bring it outside of that light. You know, that's more realistic. And that's another good way when you're buying diamonds to look at it. You know, take that diamond away from, we have bright lights in our store too. Take it away. That's realistic. If she has it on her hand and you guys are in a dimly lit restaurant, you want that thing to be sparkling and everybody else to be like jealous of her diamond. So those are important factors that we look at when we're buying diamonds.